Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
My dear students, welcome to chemistry online classes. Today we are going to discuss about states of matter, the species chapter, states of okay. In this states of matter, mainly we are going to discuss about, my dear students, ideal gas and real gases, my dear students, ideal gas and real gases. Okay. So, before ideal gas and real gas, I want to tell some basic character behavior of gases, my dear students. First thing is gas easily undergoes compressible. Gases are compressibility factor. Just 1 minute. Compressibility. So, what is compressibility, my dear students? You know that in the beaker that I take any gas, that gas molecule, much empty spaces you can see between gas molecules. So, because there is no intermolecular force of attraction, so much empty spaces is there. So, you can compress this gas, volume decreases, it is possible. Gases you can compress because it contains lot of empty spaces. Because between gas molecules contain lot of empty spaces. Compressibility. Okay. Next one is, my dear students, is diffusion. Diffusion means you can mix many gases together. That means mixing of gas is possible. Any gas you can mix each other. Understood? Any gas can intermix each other. Intermix each other. Any gas can intermix each other. My dear students, diffusion. Last one is effusion, my dear students, effusion. Effusion. This effusion, my dear students, mainly we are pointing out, my dear students, effusion. What is effusion? Effusion actually is nothing but gas can pass through a small holes. So, you know that gas cylinder, if it leaks, once it leaks means you will come to know that gas is leaking, correct? No, how that gas can come out through a small hole, understood, that you experienced, correct? No, so that smell comes immediately, wow, nice smell, that's what. So, effusion, diffusion. Diffusion means gas, any gas can mix each other, understood, diffusion. And compressibility, and gases having low density. Low density means is a per unit volume gas molecules is less. Why? That all molecules are spread all over, so density is very less, understood. Gas molecules having low density, these are behavior of gas molecules. So, compressibility, you know that soda water, soda, in that soda what they are doing, actually they are carbon dioxide, they are compressing the things actually inside that particular, understood. So, that gas will be compressed inside, that is what, while opening the bottle, it's that sound you can see, sound comes out, gas is coming out. Gas always moves from high pressure to low pressure, high pressure to low pressure. That's what, when you open soda bottle, you can feel that sound. That sound comes out. Understood, my dear students? This is about the property, behavior of gases. My dear students, next very important concept is about ideal gas and real gas. Ideal gas and real gas. You know that ideal ice cream is there, like ideal gas. What is ideal? Ideal personality. You can say that he is one ideal personality. Correct? No. Ideal means a reference. We can take it as a reference. A good personality. You can take it as a reference. Understood? So the things is ideal gas and real gas. Two important gases. The first and very important thing, the gas which obeys Boyle's law and Charles' law, it is called ideal gas, my dear students. Any gas, ideal gas, any gas which obeys Boyle's law, I wrote Boyle's law, it's actually Boyle's law. LE is silent, so we used to pronounce Boyle's law. So don't think that is boys law, girls law, it is different, understood? Boyle's law and Charles' law at all temperature and pressure. At all temperature and pressure is called ideal gas, my dear students. Very important one. 2 marks. What is ideal gas? And one more point about ideal gas. There is no intermolecular force between ideal gas molecules. My dear students, next and very important point, it is an imaginary gas. Understood? You are imaginary. Yes, there is no such gas actually like this ideal gas. It is an imaginary gas. So it's like, for example, my dear students, if you are taking 5,000 rupees, there is no note 5,000 rupees, but you are comparing to 5,000 rupees. So I need 4,000 rupees, I want 6,000 rupees, if I get 5,000, like that you are comparing the things actually with keeping 5,000 rupees, like that, understood? So it is an imaginary thing actually. Imaginary thing, you are saying that okay, this there. For example, Mars, you are telling that okay, in Mars it is there, like this it is there, and that one water is there, oxygen is there, that is there, this is there. This and all what we know. Practicality, the things is actually it is under study. It is for we should imagine most of the times and we have to compare. So when you compare to Mars, it is actually moon, it is different, like this. Compared to Earth, it is different, like that, understood? So for comparison, we need this one ideal gas, understood? You are comparing all other gases to this ideal gas, understood? To whom your parents used to compare. See that good person, good boy actually. Why can't you behave like him? Or see his nature, how polite, how down to earth he is, his behavior. So they are comparing. It is not imaginary. Okay, that boy is original, but here ideal gas is imaginary one. So you are just comparing all other gases along with the ideal gas. Understood? There is no such gas actually like this, and imaginary gas, and very important. volume of individual gas molecule is negligible compared to total volume of gas. My dear students, what they are want to say means, here gas molecules are there, understood? So, if you consider one single molecule, this one single molecule, its volume is negligibly small compared to total volume occupied by the gas molecule, compared to total volume occupied by the gas molecules. Compared to total volume occupied by the gas molecules, one individual gas molecule volume is negligibly small. That you have to note down, my dear students. Understood? So, any gas which obeys Boyle's law and Charles' law, it's called ideal gas. There is no intermolecular force of attraction, and individual gas molecule, volume of individual gas molecule is negligible compared to total volume of gas, and this is imaginary one. And the next one more point they are telling that cannot be liquefied, my dear students, ideal gas is gas only, it remains as gas only, cannot be liquefied. But you know that real gas means what we can see. In reality, remaining all is imaginary, like a VFX effect is there now. In Bahubali movies you can see they are bending the coconut tree and sending persons, soldiers, tap. Is it possible in reality is possible? In reality is possible to bending that coconut. In reality if you bend means it's gone case, okay. It's not possible in reality, but in they are using actually VFX effect, understood? VFX effect, using that effect they are showing that okay, that is like fighting sequence and what do you know, all other, that and all imaginary things actually, but reality is there. Reality means they are standing like this only. Will they go like that? No, in reality it's not possible. But in imaginary, you can imagine whatever you want. At the night while dreaming you are imagining, oh, I will become one day I will become a president of India. Yes. I bought 2 Rolls-Royce cars. That and all imaginary. While at the morning, while wake up at the time, you can see that nothing is there. Correct? No. Its reality is different. So, my dear students, in ideal gas, they are telling that cannot be liquefied. It is actually gas only. Understood? You know that when you compress the gas, all gas molecules are come closer, and at the end it form bonding between gas molecules, come closer. Clear? That shows that and at the end intermolecular force of attraction it develops by compressing. At last what happens? It become water. In all gas molecules it happens like that only. If you compress the gas molecules come closer, and intermolecular force of attraction increases. Later it get converted to liquid. So in imaginary gas it's not possible, it is gas only. If the thing is imaginary, then what you are thinking about liquid or whatever? The entire thing is ideal gas. Ideal gas is required for comparison. So in real gas we are comparing with the ideal gas. Understood? We are comparing the things actually with the reality versus imaginary. Correct? No? You might be seen many movies, Avengers. Avengers means reality is different, but imaginary can see that Avengers, they are coming and fighting like that. Many things are there. Transformer, That type of imagination. Here also in chemistry we need such imagination to develop chemistry. Understood? Okay, this is about ideal gas. 2 marks important question, my dear students. My dear students, next is a real gas. Next is a real gas. Real gas means what you can see, it's gas, real gas, understood? In reality, what is there actually, it is real gas. Carbon dioxide, it is there. Sulfur dioxide, it is there. Carbon monoxide is there. And all other gases is there. In reality, the gases are existing in reality, understood? What we can see in reality, it is there actually. But I can't say that you can see by naked eyes the gas molecules are coming. Sometimes you can see that the fog type of is coming actually, understood? Most of the times by smell only you can find out, it's coming. Correct? No? Yeah. A real gas, one which do not obey Charles law and Boyle's law at all temperature and pressure, understood? All gas which do not obey gas which do not obey Charles law and Boyle's law at all temperature and my dear students, here I just modify this sentence. Gas which deviates from deviates from Charles law and Boyle's law at all temperature and pressure is called real gas. That means the equation, it will not obey actually that PV is nRT, this equation is not for real gas, understood? Will not followed by this real gas. PV is equal to nRT is ideal gas equation, okay, that you remember. It does not obey, real gas does not obey PV is equal to nRT, understood? Real gas does not obey PV is equal to nRT. Second point, my dear students, there is a intermolecular force of attraction between gas molecules. There is a intermolecular force of attraction between gas molecules. And next one is the volume of individual gas molecules is not negligible. The volume of individual gas molecules are not negligible compared to total volume of gases. Okay. So individual volume is not negligible in this case. In ideal gas, individual volume is negligible. In ideal gas, there is no force of attraction, but there is a force of attraction. There is a force of attraction, intermolecular force of attraction between the gas molecules. In reality, there is a force of attraction between gas molecule. Understood? Next point. Next what we discussed in ideal gas. Can be liquefied. It can be liquefied. That means you can convert into liquid. See, by compressing the gas intermolecular force of attraction between gas molecules increases. At last, all these gas molecules come closer and it forms liquid. So it can be liquefied. In reality, it can be liquefied. Example: nitrogen, hydrogen, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, etc. etc. No doubt, my dear students. So sometimes they may ask for 2 marks difference also. Write the difference between ideal gas and real gas. You can write in ideal gas, one which obey Charles and Boyle's law at all temperature and pressure is called ideal gas. They do not obey means real gas. There is no intermolecular force of attraction in ideal gas. There is intermolecular force of attraction in real gas. The volume of individual gas molecule is negligible compared to total volume of the gas, and here it is not negligible. Understood? And it can be liquefied. In that particular ideal gas, it cannot be liquefied. Examples done. Over. My dear students, here one graph is given, actually deviation of real gas from ideal behavior. It is called Amagat's curve. The graph is called Amagat's curve. AMAGATS. Amagat. Which Ghat? Agambe Ghat. It is like a Amagat's curve. Amagat's curve. Understood? How that real gases deviate from ideal behavior, that is shown here, actually, my dear students. Here the graph is PV versus product of pressure into volume versus which one? Pressure. It is given graph PV versus P graph is given. My dear students, in this graph what we can see means this dotted line here, one straight line is there. This dotted straight line, that means constant. When you increase the pressure, PV will be constant. Understood? By increasing pressure, PV value is constant. That line represent ideal gas. So my dear students, when you increase the pressure this way, ideal gas line is dotted line, it is remain same. That means it is a constant. Product of pressure into volume does not change with the increase in pressure for ideal gas. Understood? Ideal gas PV is always constant. Product of pressure into volume is always constant. When you increase the pressure also, it is always constant. So it is ideal gas. You will get a straight line like this, parallel straight line. You are getting a parallel straight line, parallel line. Understood? So another one, my dear students, different gas, hydrogen, helium, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. First one, hydrogen. Hydrogen gas slightly increases. Correct? No? Graph you are getting straight line only, but it is increasing graph. So PV value increases with the increase in pressure. Even for helium also, PV value increases with the increase in pressure. For hydrogen, helium gas, PV value increases with the increase in pressure. What it indicates, my dear students? That means it cannot be liquefied. It cannot be liquefied. It can be liquefied. Sorry, it can be liquefied, but it actually takes more temperature is required. So complication is more. So liquefaction is difficult in this case. Liquefaction of hydrogen and helium gas is more difficult. And my dear students, two other gases given, my dear students, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. This graph indicates that carbon monoxide, another graph indicates carbon dioxide. So my dear students, what you can see, these two graphs are first deviate and it goes down actually from ideal behavior, it moves down and again it comes back like this. So this two graph from ideal behavior it moves down, correct? No, what indicates remaining two graphs are above the ideal behavior line, understood? This is actually ideal behavior gas, ideal gas. Above the ideal gas hydrogen and helium is there, but carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide first it deviates down, then it rises up. What is the reason? What it says actually? So carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide gas, first it deviates down from ideal behavior later rises. So my dear students, first it deviates down here. So deviation down means it can easily liquefiable, ಬೇಗ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನೋಡಿ, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಈಗೆಂದರೆ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ಗಿಂತ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬಂದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಅಂಥ ಗ್ರಾಫನ್ನು ಬೇಗ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಗಿಂತ ಮೇಲೇ ತೋರಿಸಿದರೆ ಆ ಗ್ಯಾಸನ್ನು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹೀಲಿಯಮನ್ನು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮೊನಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡನ್ನು ಬೇಗನೆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮೊನಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆರ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಫೈಯಬಲ್ My dear students, one more graph I will show you here. This is not important, understood? This is PV versus P only. In this one, if you are taking, this is ideal gas line. So I am talking only about carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. Okay, 1 minute. Only carbon dioxide. So imagine, my dear students, carbon dioxide at the beginning it deviates down, understood? Like this. After again you increase the temperature, again that curve become closer to ideal gas. Again you increase the temperature, that carbon monoxide curve closer to ideal gas. Again you increase the temperature, it is almost, it behaves like a ideal gas, understood? At the beginning the curve was at the down like this. So by increasing the temperature you are getting curve close to ideal line. Again you increase the line, increase the temperature, that carbon dioxide line it come closer to ideal behavior. Again you increase the line, carbon dioxide line come so much, means near to this particular line, understood? At last it behaves like a, even carbon dioxide also behaves like a ideal gas. When it behaves like ideal gas means at high temperature, carbon dioxide also it behaves like a ideal gas. Note down, my dear students, at high temperature, carbon dioxide gas also behaves like a ideal gas. Ideal gas. So this is actually Amagad's experiment actually. Understood? He took carbon dioxide gas. After he slowly raised temperature. At the beginning he got this curve like this. Understood? The second, when he raised the temperature, the curve are more close to ideal line. Curve of carbon dioxide, 1 mole of carbon dioxide taken, more close to ideal gas. Again he raised the temperature, so that curve become more and more closer to ideal line. Again by raising the temperature, carbon dioxide, 1 mole of carbon dioxide, that curve become almost nearly equal. Understood? Almost it behaves like ideal gas. So by raising the temperature, real gas also behaves like a ideal gas. Understood? That you note down, my dear students. By increasing the temperature, real gas also behaves like ideal gas. By increasing the temperature, real gas also behaves like a ideal gas. My dear student, this is one of the important note. Understood? So those lines are above that particular ideal line, that gases are a little difficult to liquefy, and those curves are shown below the ideal line. For example, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, that can be easily liquefiable compared to hydrogen and helium. But if you consider only one graph, carbon dioxide, see at the normal temperature, the beginning, low temperature, you are getting this normal curve. By raising the temperature, that curve almost close to the ideal behavior. And by again and again raising the temperature, carbon dioxide, that real gas curve also behaves like ideal gas. Understood? By raising the temperature. That means at a high temperature, real gas also behaves like a ideal gas. This is not too important for you, just for your knowledge, this graph and everything. Don't worry about that. In exam, board exam, they never ask this question. Understood? Okay, but for knowledge, you should know this. Understood? Okay. My dear students, welcome to chemistry online classes. Today we are going to discuss about, my dear students, 2 marks important topic from states of matter, compressibility factor. My dear students, compressibility factor, that means you know that compressibility factor, what actually mean by compressibility. Compressibility means if gas molecules are taken in a container, if you compress by applying pressure, what happens? Slowly that gas molecules come closer and closer, and at the end it forms a liquid. Correct? No? That means at the beginning there is no intermolecular force of attraction between gas molecules, because gas molecules are move far away from each other. Once after you are compressed by pressure, by applying pressure, what happens? This all gas molecules come closer and closer. At the end, that intermolecular force of attraction develops in between molecules, so it get turned to liquid. That is actually compressibility factor. How that means it is given actually, it is represented by Z. Z, understood? Z is equal to PV divided by nRT. PV is equal to nRT is a ideal gas equation. What is Z means? Compressibility factor means pressure into volume divided by nRT, number of gas molecules, real gas constant, and temperature. My dear students, for ideal gas, PV divided by nRT, that means compressibility factor is 1, is equal to 1. This type of question is asked for 1 marks, 2 marks in a board exam also. What they used to give for ideal gas, what is compressibility factor? Z is less than 1, greater than 1 or equal to 1. So, in this one for ideal gas compressibility factor is Z is equal to 1, my dear students, for note down Z value is equal to 1 mass question. For real gas, what do you mean by real gas? Ideal gas means it is just hypothetical, understood? We are just imaginary, imagine everything, understood? Okay, this gas is like this, there is no more, what is ideal gas? There is no force of attraction between the molecules, the volume of individual molecules is negligible compared to total volume, and what else? It does not obey Charles law Boyle's law at all temperature, and it obey Charles law Boyle's law at all temperature and pressure. It is actually comes under ideal gas. It is an imaginary gas. What is real gas? It does not obey, it do not obey what this particular ideal laws which are Rawls law and Boyle's law. Same time there is a intermolecular force of attraction between the gas molecules in real gas, and in reality there is a force of attraction, understood? And the volume of individual molecules is not negligible compared to total volume. These and everything is discussed under real gas, understood? That ideal gas and real gas difference is over, studied. So, my dear students, for real gas compressibility factor less than 1 at low pressure, note down my dear students, at real gas compressibility factor less than 1 at low pressure, greater than 1, Z is equal to greater than 1 at high pressure for a real gas, for real gas Z less than 1 at low pressure. Okay, note down my dear students, for ideal gas Z is equal to 1. For real gas compressibility factor less than 1 at low pressure and greater than 1 at high pressure. It means just volume of a real gas less than corresponding volume of an ideal gas at low pressure, understood? And volume of a real gas is more than corresponding volume of a ideal gas at high pressure. This I will explain, my dear students, in this particular van der Waals equation. Okay, van der Waals equation, that part actually volume of real gas and volume of ideal gas part is there. Okay, just go through that in that video. Okay, my dear students, and this is actually graph given Z versus P, that means compressibility factor versus pressure, how much you are applying pressure and how much that gas can get compressed and how it forms water, liquid. That is very important, not water, liquid, understood? So, how we can convert gas into liquid? By compressing, by applying pressure. That is actually Z versus P, it is given, my dear students. In this particular, my dear students, the graph this way it represents Z compressibility factor, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1.0, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, like that compressibility factor given. Here this versus, here pressure is given 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000, like that pressure is given. Okay, here graph is given. According to the definition, if Z value compressibility factor is equal to 1 means it is ideal gas. Ideal gas. See, my dear students, here compressibility factor this way compressibility factor, see, you can see the straight line. This straight line is nothing but ideal gas equation, my dear students. This is actually ideal gas, this straight line, 1 compressibility factor. That means what it indicates, compressibility factor does not change with pressure for ideal gas. How much you are applying pressure, how much you are increasing pressure, compressibility factor remains constant. That is very important, my dear students. In ideal gas, that means ideal gas cannot be compressed. How we can say that like that? Because if that particular gas has to be compressed, means something should be there between gas molecule. What should be there? What would be there? between gas molecule intermolecular force of attraction should be there. Then only that gas molecule get compressed by applying pressure. According to ideal gas law says that there is no force of attraction between gas molecule. There is no force of attraction between gas molecule. There is no force of attraction between gas molecules. Correct? No. There is no force of attraction between gas molecules means how much you are applying pressure means the molecule will not come closer. That molecule will not come closer means the liquid formation is difficult. That means that gas will not get compressed by applying pressure. There is no more force of attraction, intermolecular force of attraction. That means how much you are applying pressure, how much you are increasing pressure. In ideal gas molecules remain as it is and there is no intermolecular force of attraction between ideal gas molecule. So, for that reason, gas molecules cannot be compressed in this particular, my dear students, no doubt. So, that line you are getting Z is equal to 1. That means that gas molecule what it is there actually it is not compressed by applying pressure. It is quite stable, constant with the increase in pressure for ideal gas. Remaining all graphs are represents hydrogen graph, nitrogen graph, oxygen, methane, carbon dioxide. These graphs are represent, my dear students. That nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, methane, carbon dioxide is called real gases. What we can see or what we can smell. Correct? No. In reality, what actually exists, that is called real gas. Ideal gas means in reality you cannot say that is ideal gas means no ideal gas exists in reality. Just imaginary thing I understood. Last time I told actually it's all VFX effects. You can say that you can bend coconut trees and you can send persons in Bahubali movie. In reality is not bending is possible but you have to use some crane or something else, understood? But that and all there actually, okay, that is beyond our imagination, whatever it's there actually, bending is possible. Like that real gas also get converted to ideal level means by applying pressure, understood? It is possible. That I explained in last class, Avogadro's curve. Carbon dioxide, 1 mole of carbon dioxide is taken and you are applying continuously pressure. What happens? Slowly you are increasing temperature. At high temperature even carbon dioxide also try to behave like ideal gas at a particular temperature. By increasing temperature slowly even carbon dioxide also try to behave like a ideal gas. In Avogadro's curve it is clearly explained. It is over. Just go through that video. So you cannot say that real gas can be, it can reach that level by increasing temperature, understood? But usually real gas is what are existing in earth and ideal gas is imaginary one, understood? Okay. For ideal gas you are getting a constant straight line, understood? And my dear students, next is about nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen. What these lines, 2 lines here, it is there actually, 2 straight. One is this one, hydrogen. Above 2 is there, nitrogen. What it indicates, my dear students? These 2 curves are greater than 1, compressibility factor greater than 1. What it indicates actually? What it indicates? In this one it says that if compressibility factor Z greater than 1 means that liquefying that particular liquid gas, it is more difficult. That is what is given, my dear students. For real gas compressibility factor that is for greater than 1 at high pressure, that means if you want to convert hydrogen or nitrogen as a liquid, by compressing, by applying pressure. It is more difficult by compressing to get convert nitrogen and hydrogen as a liquid. Compressing nitrogen, hydrogen to a liquid, it is more difficult by compressing. Y means compressibility factor is greater than 1 as per graph definition. Understood? Okay, remaining oxygen, methane, carbon dioxide. Here you can see at low pressure here, pressure this way increases. At low pressure here graph deviates much. Correct? No, my dear students. Later slowly it increases, high pressure. So at low pressure this graph actually shows less than 1. At low pressure compressibility factor less than 1. This is 1, less than 1 at low pressure, and slowly by increasing temperature what happens? Compressibility factor also increases for oxygen, methane, carbon dioxide. By increasing pressure compressibility factor increases. At low pressure compressibility factor is less than 1. What do you mean by that? At low pressure compressibility factor Z less than 1, what it indicates? It is very simple, my dear students. That means those oxygen, methane, carbon dioxide, one which deviate more, less than 1, more it deviation. Which one deviates more? Carbon dioxide deviates more compared to ideal gas. That means carbon dioxide can easily get converted to liquid by compressing, by applying pressure. By applying pressure, carbon dioxide gas get compressed and easily it become liquid. Easily it get converted into liquid form of that particular gas. Understood? Liquid form of carbon dioxide gas. So easy conversion of gas to liquid is possible in carbon dioxide gas at low pressure. Again, if you are increasing pressure means slowly it deviate from which one? This particular liquid form to, and it turn to gas only. So at high pressure converting carbon dioxide is not possible. Not possible means converting means gas to liquid conversion is difficult at high pressure. By the same time at low pressure these graphs are below Z is equal to 1. That means below ideal gas behavior. That means it deviates more. At low pressure carbon dioxide, methane, oxygen deviates from ideal behavior less than 1, Z less than 1. It indicates that if Z value compressibility factor less than 1 means that gases easily get converted to gas to liquid, easily liquefied. Understood? Easily liquefied. So according to this particular, so look at this graph actually, Z versus P it is given, my dear students. Which one easily get converted? Carbon dioxide easily get converted to liquid at low pressure. Next, which one you can convert? Methane. After carbon dioxide, methane can convert into liquid at low pressure. Next, which one? Oxygen can get converted into. Understood? And above Z is equal to above 1, nitrogen, hydrogen. Conversion to liquid form, gas to liquid form, it is more difficult by applying pressure also. By increasing pressure, conversion become more and more difficult. Understood? That means converting gas into liquid by compressing, by applying pressure, is more difficult in nitrogen and hydrogen, but more easily you can convert carbon dioxide. As I explained, ideal gas compressibility factor Z is equal to 1 means it indicates that compression of ideal gas is difficult, means by compressing there is no intermolecular force of attraction, means cannot be turned to liquid. Understood? So those gases below this particular z is equal to less than 1, that can be converted to liquid, that can be converted to liquid easily by applying pressure. It is called compressibility factor Z. Understood? Compressibility factor. So one formula is given, my dear students. Z is equal to compressibility factor, volume real gas volume divided by ideal gas. Please note down this formula, my dear students. Real gas volume, you are comparing ratio of, what is compressibility factor? Ratio of real gas volume to that of ideal gas volume. Understood? It is called compressibility factor. Okay, my dear students, next one more definition, boil temperature, BOILE temperature, boil temperature. What do you mean by boil temperature? The temperature at which a real gas obeys ideal gas laws. A temperature at which real gas obeys ideal gas law over an appreciable range of pressure is called boil temperature, TB. It is given A and formula is given, one formula. Please note down this formula, this is not that much important, TB A divided by RB. But the definition is important, boil temperature. What is boil temperature? The temperature at which a real gas obeys ideal gas laws over an appreciable range of pressure is called boil temperature. What do you mean by that? My dear students, Z is equal to PV divided by nRT. This is actually Z value and this is actually pressure. Okay. For carbon dioxide, see, for ideal gas Z is equal to 1, ideal gas. Correct? No? For carbon dioxide, it deviates more and it reaches this behavior actually like this. Correct? No? So now it is actually 0.4 or 0. Like that is there actually. Less than 1, carbon dioxide deviates more. That means easily it can convert liquefied. But this compressibility factor changes along with the temperature, as I explained in Avogadro's curve. By increasing the temperature, given carbon dioxide, this deviation decreases by increasing the temperature, deviation decreases. At last it behaves like what? Ideal gas. That means this deviation decreases along with the increase in temperature. You are slowly increasing the temperature, that deviation from the ideal behavior. This is real gas, carbon dioxide is real gas. Real gas deviate from ideal behavior at low pressure and low temperature. Slowly by increasing the temperature, that deviation decreases. That means at the beginning this much deviation is there. Again that deviation decreases. That deviation from the ideal behavior decreases slowly by increasing the temperature. And at a appreciable range of pressure also increasing. Correct? No? At appreciable range of pressure. At last, at a particular temperature, even that real gas also try to behave like a ideal gas. This is actually carbon dioxide curve at temperature, at high temperature. That means these carbon dioxide curve also try to behave at a particular point, at a particular temperature, increased temperature, like a ideal gas. Even though if it is a real gas, that try to behave like a ideal gas at a particular temperature and appreciable range of pressure. See, my dear students, here to here you can say that appreciable range of pressure. Correct? No? I will erase everything and I will show you, my dear students, otherwise you will get confused. This part, this is there actually down. Slow, what happens, my dear students? At beginning deviates more from ideal behavior, carbon dioxide. Okay, then again you increase the temperature. Increasing temperature, that deviation become less for carbon dioxide. So less deviated, correct? No. Again you increase the temperature. Deviation from ideal gas behavior is less. And see, at last, by increasing at a particular temperature, that is called boil temperature. Even though this is actually curve I am going to write for this, I will erase, my dear student, otherwise everything get gone. So this I will write like this, carbon dioxide. At more increased temperature, see, this is actually, leave it. Okay, see, this is curve. See, like this, I am drawing carbon dioxide curve, understood? Like this. So carbon dioxide curve start from here, slowly deviates. That is okay. Understood? But at this point, here to here, you see, my dear students, that means at this pressure, range of pressure, whether suddenly it shows at this only one point it shows ideal behavior, that carbon dioxide? No. Carbon dioxide shows at a particular range of pressure, here to here, one range is there. Understood? Increasing pressure, here to here, it is shows actually like a ideal gas, then deviates. But at a particular range of pressure and a particular temperature, this is one fixed temperature should be there, maybe 600 degrees Celsius temperature. At the beginning it is 25 degrees Celsius. By increasing slowly the temperature, it reaches 600 degrees Celsius temperature. What happens? That carbon dioxide, real gas, also behaves like a ideal gas. Understood? And appreciable range of pressure. That means it is not but by certain you are applying one pressure and it get converted to real gas to ideal gas. Not like that. Range should be there. By slowly increasing the pressure, this is actually, remember, this is actually carbon dioxide. This much pressure, here to here, this much pressure, it shows actually range of pressure. It may be here 200, here 400, I can say that 200 to 400 atmospheric pressure or bar pressure, 200 to 400 bar pressure, 200 to 400 bar pressure, not 0 to 400 bar pressure, 0 to 400 bar pressure. Even carbon dioxide also behaves like a ideal gas, but at a particular increased temperature. The temperature may be fixed. I will write, my dear students, one temperature 600 degrees Celsius. At the beginning it is 25 degrees Celsius. 25 degrees Celsius curve, carbon dioxide curve deviation is more. And by slowly increasing the temperature, again that curve deviation decreases. Again you are increasing temperature, it reaches around 600 degrees Celsius, and a particular range of pressure, it also try to behave like a, from this point to this point, this real gas also try to behave like a ideal gas at a particular temperature. That temperature is called boil temperature. That is given, my dear students. The temperature at which the real gas obeys ideal gas laws over an appreciable range of pressure is called boil temperature. Note down, my dear students. Here, my dear students, one formula is given. TB means boil temperature. A divided by RB is given. A and B are van der Waals constant. AB van der Waals constant. What is van der Waals constant means? A means intermolecular force of attraction. One constant is given, van der Waals given one, this one constant, intermolecular force of attraction between gas molecule. Understood? Between gas molecule. B means another constant. It is actually size of real gas. It is explained in van der Waals equation, my dear students. Please go through that. Understood? So this formula is not that much important, but just remember this. This is important for CET NEET concern. They will ask this type of formulas. Understood? Okay. This is about boil temperature.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.